Hey you witches, how you doing today? We're back with another planner flip for September of 2021. For those of you who are new around here, my name is Taya. Welcome to the channel where we talk about all things witchcraft. And for those of you who are returning viewers, maybe coming in from another video, welcome back. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate it. And all of you, please consider subscribing. It's a great way to help us build the channel. So our September planner flip. I love the divider for September. It says, never lose sight of your wild heart. When it comes to the whole monthly, I don't do a whole lot. I just kind of jot down what's going on at the beginning of the month. And then we get into the weekly where I combine all of my planners sort of into one. This was kind of a light one. I was playing with these little color dots on when to, when I had appointments. I love this washi with the little crystal balls and little hands on either side. It's kind of a little bit iridescent, if you can see that. Next week was, I loved how this one turned out. I used the rose gold pen that kind of matched the peachy tones in the stickers. That was kind of a fun one. I think this is the only week where I did the no white space planning and it all sort of got taken together. This one was fun, a little more colorful than my usual. Lots of purple in here. And this was also the week when I started tracking my Facebook and Instagram posts for our guild, for the Edmonton Traditional Witchcrafters Guild, which we'll see a little bit when we get to the voice section. Oh, I love this one. I love the blues and how these blue box stickers match so nicely with my Moon Phases washi. That turned out really well, I think. This is the week of Mabon, and this is a week we started with 5 weeks till Samhain. We've got Mabon stickers back here. It was like however many days. This was however many days till Mabon, and then prepare. And then this one starts, you'll see every week, however many weeks left till Samhain. Again there. And then this is this week that we're in right now because it actually encompasses the first 3 days of October. I love this one with the pinks and the greens. I thought that was really pretty. Yeah, and the pink pen this week. So that was kind of fun. Which week is your sort of favorite layout? Let me know in the comments. I absolutely love my planning. It's just something fun that I get to do every week and sit down and play with stickers and color and all that good stuff. And then we just head into October. So the next one, this is like my today tab, which I don't think you can quite see. So it says today. Today, and now we're going to go to voice. In voice, this is where I come across as Taya, right? Where I share my voice. I have all of my planner, I plan my YouTube videos. So every Wednesday and Saturday, I've got something posted. And this is what it used to just look like, right? Really basic. Just every day I track my subscribers, how many views something has when I do the next upload, and just writing in videos. But this week here, I started tracking some guild stuff. It's kind of hard to see. It's in pencil. We get to the next week. Yeah, I started tracking. So basically all of my guild accounts. So the actual guild members, our Facebook group members, and our Instagram followers each week, and watching for growth there. And then each day I have a post to either the Facebook group or the Instagram page. And I've been tracking, just making sure I do that. And when I post sort of advertising stuff on other groups, I'll take note of that just to sort of track the growth of this channel. And now that the growth of the guild and of my YouTube channel. So now that this is starting to have a little bit more information in here, I might start doing some planning, like some visual pretty sticker planning into my voice section. This is this week here. You can see I taught my first class for the guild on the 29th, last Wednesday. It went really well. It was super exciting. Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was my first time ever teaching a witchcraft class. I've taught lots of different kinds of classes, but my first time teaching a witchcraft class. That was pretty cool. And then we get into October, where I've planned out videos for the month, but we're not actually into that month left. And now we will go to, if you peek up at the top, the spirit section. And spirit, don't mind my messy desk, the spirit section is where I get into the fun stuff here. At the beginning, I actually track my gratitude. Every day I write down one thing that I'm grateful for. So you can see I've been doing that since January. We have quite a history now. That kind of feels good, right? To be like, oh, look at all these things I'm grateful for in my life. So that was kind of fun. And then we get into September. This is just my coding for the planets, the zodiac signs, and different aspects that planets might have with one another, so that I can fill out this whole baby here. These I use, these are for the Spirit Daughter workbooks. This is going to be going away. I am no longer subscribing to the Spirit Daughter workbooks. I finished up a full year, so that's done. And this was the last day for I had a personal horoscope done up. So we'll see. I've purchased a new book, but it doesn't start till 2022. That will go through some what do you call it? Astrological happenings throughout the different weeks of the year. And I am actually working on a new exercise right now that has me charting out my astrological chart and going through, and it actually explains different things when there's different planets doing different things, how that affects you in your personal chart. So I might see if I can maybe pull something from that I can continue to track throughout the rest of the year and into next year as well. Because I really do like this astrological section. But going forward, all I'm going to have is the new moon, the first quarter, the full moon, and the last quarter. These boxes and these boxes will be gone. So we'll have to come up with something to replace them. And then this is the fun. This is my spirit page for September. So in the top corner, I have reading, researching, and resonating. So I was reading, and still I'm reading, The Witch's Book of Power by Devin Hunter. And I read By Rust of Nail and Prick of Thorn by Althea Sebastiani. I was researching scrying methods, the 3 souls of the witch, which was really interesting. That was in the Witch's Book of Power, but it's also part of the training I'm doing with Lorelei Black at the Red Thread Academy. They talk about the red, black, and white souls, and in the Witch's Book of Power, they talk about the primal, ego, and holy souls, and they actually map together. These 2 different systems are very similar, so I was able to map them together, and it was just a really interesting amalgamation of my learning, it was really cool. Oham history and lore, that's for, again, I'm just learning Oham now and as one of my divination techniques for school. And learning about warding, which is what By Rust of Nail and Prick of Thorn is about, warding. And also earlier was it this month or last month, I finally set up some good wards around my house when I was working on the Clovenstone, Clovenstone workings. I was like, I really need to up my ante with the warding. So yeah, it was really interesting to have done that and then to come back and read of Rust of Nail and Prick of Thorn and to see that, yeah, I was definitely on the right track with the way she talks about it. So what was resonating was the 3 souls of the witch and warding techniques. So that was kind of cool. I do track, I mean to track time spent studying, time spent working on my guild, time spent at my altar, and time spent charging my servitor. I'm really not good at remembering to write things down in this section, to check off. I mean, I obviously worked on my guild more than one day in the whole entire month. In fact, I worked on it just about every day. And then I've just got celestial happenings down here at the bottom. And over here is this was my horoscope that I read for the month. Not my horoscope, sorry, my tarot reading. I do past, present, future, far future, and overall. So for past, I pulled Judgment. For present, I pulled the 3 of Wands. For future, I pulled 4 of Swords. For far future, I pulled the Hanged One. And for the overall reading, the theme of it all, I pulled the 7 of Pentacles. So basically, I broke that down to you've answered and or are answering your inner call. You have the strategy, and now is the time to put it into action. Relax and recharge. Doubt will hit, but a new clarity is coming. All in all, let it rest and grow. Keep a mindset of wondering what happens now. So yeah, and I think that was a very good summary, actually, of how my month went. It was definitely a month of putting things into action, following through with all my guild plans, and I was invited to share my marketing information about my guild at an upcoming witchery market, which was really cool. And I taught my first ever guild class. So I think, yeah, there's some doubt and some second guessing going into it all, but it all turned out really well. And throughout it all, I kept up my school studies, which I was really happy about. On my dailies, this is where I am looking at 366 Celt, a year and a day of Celtic wisdom and lore. So I did days 63 through to 92 in September. We talked about the path of Nirt, the path of the saints, the path of the fairies, and the path of the warrior. So there was lots of learning about Celtic lore and Celtic faith in the month of September. Then I have my new moon sigil. And I have my reading, my full moon reading. It says, what energy will help me surrender to my life's flow? Simplify. What energy will help me trust my intuition? Self-worth. What energy will help me feel the oneness of the universe? Wisdom. So basically it was simplify your space, trust your intuition, use your wisdom. I used my oracle cards for this. And yeah, I was quite pleased with how that all turned out. And then we just head into October, which is just getting set up for the month. And what else did we have in here? Of course, my full moon. So the next full moon is actually Aries. And unfortunately, I canceled my subscription to Spirit Daughter before I got the Aries booklet. So I missed out on that. But I did get the Libra new moon. So I do have a full year of new moon workbooks. I will just be missing 1 or 2 moons of the full moon. But I have canceled that, so I'll have to find something to replace these sections. And of course, my astrology section at the back, where again, I have gone through and I had a personal reading done. I didn't find it rang particularly true, so I'm looking at other options to kind of figure out what I can start tracking in these sections. I still want to work, of course, with the new moon and the full moon and some type of astrological reading. So yeah, once I figure that out, that will help populate, you know, these calendars here. And then I take this calendar here along with all of this YouTube calendar here, and I use that to populate my day each week. I sit down each week and fill out, fill out, right, all of my different things. So here's like my 2 YouTube videos. I was doing tarot readings every day for class. Here's the first quarter in Cancer. And I kind of use those calendars to populate in every week so that I've got a comprehensive sort of overview each week of what's going on in my life. So yeah, I hope that was interesting for you. Let me know which spreads you enjoyed. I'd love to know sort of what piques your interest. And otherwise, yeah, that is our video for today. We'll catch you in the next one. Thanks so much, you guys.